what did it come down to today?
Freebies. Really simple. Obviously, we had the air in there that certainly affected some runs, but in the end, just very porous from pitchers. Just execution, and then sometimes just not having enough, something to throw it through the strike zone. It's not hard. And I always say this. Obviously, I work with pitchers, so I own all things, but just really bad job just out of the bullpen. We put guys who can do something. And Luke Lyon, good job in his.
Yeah.
Even still, we can't slip on the mound. These are the things that just, when you're game 33 in, you're not allowed to slip on the mound. You're not allowed to panic when you're bunting. 2 times they were going to give us an out. We hit a guy with a bunt. I don't know how that happens. I don't remember calling that in. And so that part's just not good enough. And you're not going to win when you give 12 freebies, 8 walks and 4 HBPs. And in the HBPs, it wasn't like we were calling fastball in. And you know how sometimes that can happen. I'm totally cool with that. But not in the scenario in which we did it. And so I thought our offense grinded, took some good swings. Obviously, we had some times we didn't execute, which was a little bit of a bugaboo this weekend. But I thought our compete was good. Only 3 strikeouts with the quality and high-level arms that they threw. I think that's certainly a winning recipe. And I thought the only thing that I would say, and I told the team this, so this isn't, out of touch, our brain's got to be better. We had the base running mistake that was absolutely pivotal. Right. We had this, the pitchers, which I aforementioned, you can't get sped up. You've been doing this long enough, and if you don't, there's a reason that we throw certain guys. You're telling us who can handle and who can't. And some guys can handle and some don't, and they tell us, right? The players tell us. And so some guys that got opportunities, those may wane. We have to be better. And if that means some guys are going to have to button it up and throw even more than I would like, that'll be the reality. Obviously within reason, but some guys had chances today. They did not take advantage of it, and in the end, that proved very beneficial to Old Dom and their success. It's unfortunate because you felt like the game plan was really tight. My goodness, I think, and you saw it too. There was some swings in there that showed we had the stuff. We just didn't execute, and when you don't execute, it becomes a very simplistic game that defines winning or losing. Which, in the end, we didn't deserve to win. We didn't play good enough. Really, truly in any facet. A couple quality plays in there, the double play that Wax and Darno turned on the loop down fastball, that was nice. When Felinski was on the ropes there and Wax made a really nice backhand to keep the game at 4-0, that was a really good play. But just the rest of it, just not good enough.
I thought the weekend was a kind of a triumph, really a step forward for Perrin Bland, Coach.
Oh my gosh! What a nice job. I don't know what he did exactly
2 hits today.
2 hits, and I thought really good at bats. I thought the visual he had, it seemed like he saw the ball very well. He was decisive in his decisions.
4 walks in the series.
That's what I'm saying. It felt like his eyes weren't tricked. You can kind of see that on the side. Sometimes it's weird. I know, maybe here you're still a little off-centered, but you know how it is. When you kind of have a behind shot, at times you can kind of, you can see certain things that we can't see in the dugout, right? East-west. I don't know if balls are strikes east-west. That's why I don't really complain very often about those. But for him, the side, we have the open side to him this whole weekend, and you're looking and you're like, wow, he's seeing that pitch, or he's seeing it at that level, and he's seeing it quick too. Right. And that's why you take the walks, like you mentioned. You have those 4. So I was really proud of him. He didn't, get a ton of action from a defense perspective today, necessarily, but he made a good play on a bunt yesterday in the 8th inning when Scotty Young dropped that one down. That was a really, once again, another pivotal play that allowed us to win the game. And so, very happy for him. And in the end, everything comes full circle. That's why you ask good questions, Barry. Take advantage of your opportunities. Yeah. We're not going to hold a single human back in our program. Never have, never will. Never forget. Rigsby Mosley was our best pitcher in 22, and that guy hadn't been pitching in 8 years. So, we don't give a rip.
You get what you earn.
You get what you earn. And so sometimes guys don't like to hear the cold hard truth of that. But you get what you earn, and the work and the execution is going to be reflective of it. But I'm really happy for Perry. I thought Markham took advantage of an opportunity today. We just thought it was a good matchup, just in the game, and give Schrader a day to just recalibrate. And Schrader's been awesome. He talked about a guy taking advantage of an opportunity. We just felt like it was probably time to just put a little mix in there, and he did it. And there's things in the game that you are like proud of, like Harry Bowman, who has definitely had some tough meetings, like that guy taking HPPs, which he took 2 of.
Yep.
I was very happy with that. Steve recalibrated himself and had a bunch of good at-bats today. 2 for 5 is probably not even reflective of the swings that he took. So is there certainly good things? Is this a negative barrage? Absolutely not, but we also always tell the truth about what we see. Black and white is the truth with always a little bit of gray in the middle, but some guys unfortunately aren't going to like the black and white, but we'll figure it out so that the next time it's in the black and the positive for the Trojans.
Hey, I like in a stretch where you have 2 straight road series in the state of Virginia to be able to get Virginia Tech on a Wednesday, Coach.
Well, there is no doubt, Coach Sheff and Coach Elbin, who I've known for a long time, been close to those guys. And when the Sun Belt sent us a schedule, and we're like, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this? I don't want to fly, And so we made a call and said, hey, is there any chance, we'd be willing to play Tuesday or Wednesday? We don't care. And, we think it's helpful for both of us.
Sure.
Right? We're both high-level programs. I have the utmost respect for Sheff. I was with him in the Big Ten when he was at Maryland. Heck, I interviewed with him in 2016. So I know the guy well. And, they fortunately said, hey, we can make it work. We have an open game. And so they told us, hey, can we move it to Wednesday just with some travel stuff that they have? But we're excited. It's going to be a really good atmosphere. That's one of the, if people saw the regional in 2022, it was raucous. I'm not saying it'll be like that Tuesday, but it's a great opportunity to play a really high-level ACC program, a team that is going to be in the mix as we get into late May and June. So I'm excited to see us compete. Hopefully we can rectify some ills that we had from today and play really good baseball Wednesday after we take these couple days to reset, to practice hard, lift hard on Tuesday, and be ready to give our best foot forward on Wednesday night.
Cannot wait, Coach. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.